Okay, so I wanted to go over the book that I got and just my overall experience at the bookstore, The New Romantics. First of all, it's just so beautiful. I'm so happy for the owner and everyone that is part of the team there. They did an incredible job. Everything went very smoothly. I'm already looking forward to going back when it's less crowded. Of course, when you're going to a grand opening, there's going to be like longer waits, or it might just be a little harder to maneuver around the store. So I definitely want to be able to go back and just like freely walk around at a slower pace and like really look at every little detail in there, and especially the like bookish merch on the one side of the wall. So the right side was just straight wall, the one side was just straight bookshelves, and they're divided up by subgenre since it is just a like strictly romance bookstore. It is also a Taylor Swift theme, hence the New Romantics. So there are little touches of like Taylor Swift stuff that Swifties will love when they go visit the store as well. Even though I don't really consider myself like a romance reader, I'm very open to all genres and wanting to try them out. I have very specific things that I like within books that will help me lean more towards romance. I'm more interested in romances when they have a little bit of like thriller or mystery involved, or fantasy. Big on romances here. But when I went, I ended up getting Wild Love by Elsie Silver. This has just been a big series that I've been very interested in. The third one comes out in, I believe, my brain wants to say May, but I don't think that's right. I do plan to have a very romance February for Valentine's, so I'm hoping to get more into these during that time frame. So this is the only one that I did get while at the bookstore, but since this is kind of like romance related, I do want to discuss other romance books that I have and are hoping to read. I'm really into the idea of Western romances, which is why I picked up this series. So, Dawn and Dusted, Swift and Saddled, Lost and Lassoed. And then the fourth one is releasing relatively soon. So, I again wanted to get to these quickly, but this is me entering my Western romance. I just love that it is like in a setting that it's something I'm not used to, and so I feel like I'm discovering a new world even though it's not like fully fantasy. I just need a tiny taste of something I'm not used to, like western things, cowboys, all of that, to keep me interested in a romance. Like that's fun to me. Even though I didn't pick up Elsie Silver's like western romances, I do eventually want to read those. I will probably just end up getting them on my Kindle instead, and these are the ones that are like surrounding more of like the single dad trope, which is really fun. And I believe this one is like friend's sister. So I did pick up this striker maybe a month or so ago. I wasn't really sure if I was going to get into this, but I was extremely influenced very quickly over this. I have not read any Anna Huang yet. I am interested in her other works, but again, I'll probably wait for my Kindle to get into those. I think I'll probably start on, I forget the like name of the series, but the ones like the Seven Deadly Sins one. That might literally be the name of the series, but that series I'm really interested in. Then I did read How I'll Kill You by Rin DeStefano. And I did read How I'll Kill You by Rin DeStefano. I loved this so much. Like this is literally, I'm so sorry if I like am not looking at you. I keep looking at every time I feel like I keep looking at the ring light attached to this. So I'm sorry if I'm like making like my eyes are in weird spots. But anyway, I loved this to death. This is like one of my favorite books I've read this year, and probably it's going to be for a while. It was the perfect mix of romance and thriller. If you're like really into thriller and you're wanting to get into romance, it's perfect for you. If you're usually into romance but wanting to try thriller, again, this is perfect for you. I just thought it was very beautifully done. I could read this again right now and be so happy. I fell for these characters so hard. They were very relatable characters. It was definitely one of my 5 stars this year, and I need more of this. Like more of this type of mystery, thriller, romance. And so that's why I did forever ago pick up Love in the Time of Serial Killers. This one I was influenced by another book reader in Target. I was just in the aisle, like really looking over all the books and being very indecisive. And the girl in the aisle with me recommended this one. She said it was very good. And so the girl is like moving into a new home. I think it might be like her father who has passed away. Yeah, her father has passed away, but she hasn't had a relationship with him in a while. So she's dealing with like this weird grief she's going through. Plus the fact that she thinks her new neighbor is a serial killer with like genuinely little to no explanation on why she feels that way. She's just very into like true crime podcasts and all that stuff. So this is gonna be a very fun read for me. I already just from the description get the sense that I will relate a lot to the main character. So this will be a very exciting one. Yeah, I'm really glad I was able to go to New Romantics grand opening and pick up my first copy of this. I'll probably go back. I'm moving back home in like a month and a half now, and so I won't be able to experience this bookstore much longer, which is very sad. So I'm hoping to like get a few more books before I go, and I'm definitely going to pick up the second one. I'm just happy they were able to get this space. A previous bookstore was there, and so the fact that another bookstore was able to take their place was really nice. And the New Romantics being there is just creating such a fun community within that spot. It's in a really amazing location. So if you are in Orlando or like you happen to be like close by to where you can travel, it's definitely worth the trip. I feel as though a lot of times like romance book girls get a bad rap because everyone wants to say that the what they're reading isn't worth it. It's like not true reading, you're not learning anything. It's like the downfall of literature, which is so annoying to me, even though I'm not like personally a romance person. Reading is reading, you're learning, you're using your brain. Just let people read what they want to read. That is just like my biggest thing. And so for us to just have this like cutesy, girly romance, like book boyfriend driven store is everything to me. And so, yes, thank you, the New Romantics, and congratulations. I'm so excited to see everything that you were able to do while you're here, all the events, everything. And even though I won't be here much longer to experience it all, I will be watching from afar on my phone. So, congratulations again. And I'm excited to have this store to help boost my romance journey. Okay, that's all I wanted to say. I'm terrible at outros. Bye.